Hi Scorpio, welcome to your August 2018 tarot card reading. I'm Chrissy, thank you for joining me. And I just want to say, guys, thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. If you haven't subscribed yet, you might want to hit that bell. And if you hit the little bell, it will let you know when I do download videos. Okay, so just to get that out of the way, and also, if you'd like a private reading from me, I will leave my email in the description box below. So feel free to check that out and send me an email if you'd like a private reading. And also, for those of you with discount on my services, you can join me on patreon.com, and I will leave that information below also. So thank you, guys. Thank you. And also, on last month's reading, I had someone leave a comment, and always leave comments, and, I can take any negative, whatever you want to throw at me, but try not to insult me. If you don't like my voice or my accent, just don't watch my videos. It's all good, right? So if you leave me a comment that's really rude, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it down. All right, so let's jump into your reading and see what we have. And I also have a nature spirit card, of course, for you for, what wants to emerge, what's the growth for you for the month of August, and that will be the guidance for you for the month. Now, your reading, it's a little bit all over, and we have had lunar eclipse, we've had a solar eclipse, and we're going to have another solar eclipse in Leo on August 11th. All right, we have an 11-year and an 11 date of this new moon solar eclipse. So, and this is going to affect your 10th house, right? And this rules like your work, your integrity. It's this new moon is really powerful for you. For those of you who have had sudden new beginnings with job or career, or a job or career eclipsed out on you, it's very possible that you're coming in with some of this energy. So as I read this, as you're coming into the month, there is new job and new opportunity, new prosperity. The Ace of Cups is always a new beginning and a fresh start, and it's about money. It's about prosperity. So you could be getting, a raise, a large check, or some of you who have been having a difficult time in your work and career, this is to really take the time to go after a new job if that's what you want. New money, new prosperity, new beginning. Okay? The thing is, you can't sit back. If there's something you want, you have to network now. Okay? So just in case, for those of you who really are having a hard time in your job, if you're struggling, if you're kind of just at a point where you're tired, you don't like the job, you're tired of the people, the atmosphere, the tension in the environment, this is the advice for you, to really reach out and try to network, so down the road you can bring something in. You can't get lazy with it, and you can't sit back. So you have to really aggressively push for this new beginning and fresh start. Now, for some of you, where this Wheel of Fortune on its face is your destiny and your fate. But it's reversed right here. So for some of you, you really do, you want a new career, you want a new status quo, a new 10th house opening for yourself. You're working hard, and you're really finding, I feel for a lot of you, and if this doesn't resonate, that's okay too, but I feel like you're really finding that you're just not happy where you are. In some job or career, or something that's just leading you to, you know what, I've had my ups and downs, but I'm on a down spiral right now. So as you're coming into August, you could be feeling some of the pressure, and it could be that you feel that push and pull of that toxic energy that you've been dealing with, and you're not liking it so much, which is, in a way, you have that new beginning and fresh start with this, but you could be resisting the change, or you just don't want to change, or you don't want to get off your duff to kind of make it change. So you got to get up, and you got to roll up your sleeves and get dirty and deep and go, and just find the new light and the way to make this card reverse so you can make it come true instead of resisting it. Okay, so strengthen your will, let go what doesn't serve you, and bring in what it is that you want to create, right? You're the creator. If you want a new job, go get one. I know it sounds easier said than done, but it's time to really go out. I think for some of you, you're worried about some inner conflict. You know, maybe you're coming through the month and you might have said something you shouldn't have said, or should I have not said that, or did that not help me, or was I too blunt with what I was talking about, right? So other people and you yourself, they could be doing it to you or you could be doing it to them, and it's that inner conflict where you feel like you maybe are in a quarrel or in some energy that you feel like you have to fight for others. You really don't. Just keep to yourself, and you might feel like you want to withdraw and go in your Scorpio place and just kind of be that hermit and that recluse because you're finding that you're not getting along with others, and it's like a competitive nature. So try to refrain, enjoy the month for what it is, what you have around you. Don't get too involved in things that you don't want to really get involved with, because you might blurt out the wrong thing and create a little bit of havoc to where you're sitting in that place. And, you know, that goes for relationships too. So, you know, try to just work within, you know, the structure of the 10th house. Saturn is tough. Saturn rules Capricorn and he rules the 10th house. So it's responsibility and integrity. So as you go through, work with that. And if other people don't show you that, you be the boss of that, right? You be the boss. It's your house. That's where your energy is coming. So use this new moon and the full moon. There could be some, you know, struggle or strife with children that have given you a little bit of a, you know, circumstance that you have to deal with it, right? As you come in too, you also have the 10 of Wands, which, you know, there's a message here for everyone, but maybe you're working very hard this month and you need to lay down some of these rods. You have a lot of burdens on you. You have the 5 of Pentacles where you feel like you've been left out in the cold, depleted, kind of bankrupt, like you just don't have the energy. And look at this guy. He's all wounded here, you know. So even with your own physicality, if you're feeling sick or you don't feel well, right, you're culminating a cycle, but you have to, you know, you want to pick yourself up. And there's still time to, in effort to give you these new beginnings and these fresh starts, right? So you could be healing some physical, watch your health issues, you know, take care of what you need to take care of to the best of your ability. Every time I see the 5 of Pentacles, I do feel like it's a card. It feels like the spring to me, like coming from the winter from like the colder into the spring, right? So that's just what I'm kind of picking up from this. But lay down some of the rods, the burdens, ask for help if you need it. And if it's physical or, you know, just working too hard, you know, you have to kind of do what you need to do to nourish and take care of yourself, right? And look at this beautiful card right in the middle here. We have the Fool. So some of you feeling like impulsively, like you could just, a job could eclipse out on you or a relationship and you're fine with it. You have an impulsive way of wanting to just step into a new light. And I love the Fool card because it's a 0, right? You have a 10 on the board and a 9 on the board. So you're culminating cycles. You're coming to a point where you want to impulsively try something new and create. You're your own co-creator. You will align with what's around you, but sometimes, Scorp, you don't want to make changes that are necessary. This card will let you make the change. It could be impulsively or childlike. However, it's to really, you know, the dog is worried about this guy stepping off the cliff, you know. But it's all good because he takes his little hobo bag and he's ready to journey. He's ready to start anew. He's come full cycle, full circle with something, and this is in the middle. So this is what your whole month is going to be about, having that spring in your step and that kind of childlike innocence to really step out into some new light, whether it be job, relationship, you want to really manifest and bring something towards you that's all good. You're just fearing the change. And you feel like, you've had, look at all these people here, right? We have the Page of Sword and the Page of Cups. Now, when I see the Page of Sword, this is opposition for you. Whether this is a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, this is someone around you that is bringing in snide kind of, it's like gossipy. It's just someone that you butt heads with. You just don't get along with. And emotionally, it's taken a toll on you with the Page of Cups in reverse position, because you're feeling like everyone's just kind of out to get you here. And you have to make this, you have to align with what's here, especially with the astrological, the new moons, and what do you want? What do you desire? What is it that you want the changes to change without you having to really jump into, aggressively full force quarreling or inner conflict with yourself, So, pretty much especially with the Page of Swords, it's always like when you see a page, it's radical change in a lifestyle. It's routine, it's new friends. That's what it is on the face of this card. However, when he's in reverse, it's all about, don't try not to react inappropriately. Maybe someone's reacting awful around you in a situation. Take a step back, try to slow down from this energy that's coming into play. It could be an aggressive and destructive person that you just don't jive with. You're just not feeling the juice from this person. Just be aware, and know that is, someone around you that's creating strain and struggle for you. And you really want to move forward and go into this beautiful light of doing new things and creating new force and flow, right? And then we come in with this Page of Cups, which is all about, this is an emotional gift or something coming to you. When it's in reverse, it's deception. You could be hiding an emotional dishonesty, or someone around you could be doing that to you. It may be time to just let yourself feel some emotions. I mean, I'm telling you, don't go full forward, watch what you say when it comes to others, and just because it creates more tension than you need in your life to have more burden put on you. And then we also have the Magician here in reverse. Now, I love the Magician on his face. He's got every tool he needs to manifest this new beginning. It's card number 1 again. Okay, so you have a lot of 1, 1, 1, 1, 11, 11. So note that for synchronicities around you. If you look at the time and you're seeing a lot of 11s, 1, 1, you're going to be getting new beginnings that are coming your way, and you're ready, right? So don't hold yourself back from the new beginnings that are at play for you. Now, the Magician is all about, like I said, stay focused and open. It's all about inspiration and manifesting the life that you want to live. This is a blocked flow when he's in reverse. You could have lack of will or lack of purpose. Could be someone that has abusive power around you and is kind of disempowering you. But if you feel blocked and projects aren't taking off, or if things aren't flowing, you want to have the lifestyle that you want. So let the changes take place and let them be necessary. Try to align with the good, positive affirmations, and let it kind of flow. Get back into your creative space. Clear communication, too, is always a relief and a release with this card. So as above, so below. And, as within, so without. That's the eternity symbol on the top of him. But this is a glorious card of solar plexus energy. So you will be finding that you're going to be dealing with some others that are bringing you conflict and some struggle. You feel like kind of the victim, you've been left out in the cold, but you have major things to kind of work with this month. So align with them and just go with the flow. It's always the best to not have that resisting energy where you feel like temperament, or you want to just you just want to go within and find more light, right? So I feel like some of you need new beginnings, you want new beginnings, and they're here for you. It's just to make the changes to make that happen, Scorpio. Okay, let me look underneath this. Yeah, so some of you could really feel like, there's an Aries or someone, a boss or a father or, you know, some male in charge that is just like not helping you out when you need it the most. And it's when it comes to your happiness, family, and bliss. So someone is holding you back and you feel as though they've left you out in the cold and they're not helping you or they're not doing anything for you. However, you can overcome that, right? Because that's a feeling. And some of you might feel that way. You could be feeling like your health isn't great. Watch your health in this card also. Watch your finances. Don't overspend this month. But, it doesn't have to be drastic and it doesn't have to be so gloomy. It's all good because you have new beginnings and fresh start with that Ace of Pentacles. You couldn't come in with a better card. You've been through emotional experiences and you're kind of tired. I think children, too, have been really kind of worked your last nerve. And maybe it's time, that new beginnings take place or, kids have been going back to school. A lot big decisions have been made between you and another in a relationship. There's been changes and, it's here and it's relevant right now for you. And for some of you, it could be work and how you're going to maneuver and what you want to do and what you want to go into. Maybe some of you don't know what that quite is, but you have some blocked energy, some people who are holding you back. When it's really, you have to look at that. Why are you holding yourself back? Is it others? Is it yourself? Are you afraid of change? So these are the things you're going to be working with in the month of August. And look at this. You received Freedom Horse, which is really beautiful. You want to be free. There's something that you are stuck in a rut with, Scorp. And you're getting there. You're getting there. You just feel like you want to retreat and recluse, in your Scorpio way. And that's all good. Because Scorpios, you could be very stubborn and you like your space and you like your time, but you need the rejuvenation and that new beginning, that fresh step into something unknown, and you're going to free yourself in this card. So let me read it to you. The card meaning, let your spirit fly. Do not hold back. Break free and express yourself. Flaunt your stuff, dance, laugh, explore, and go beyond any unpredictable behavior. Get out of the rut. You don't need to fit into the mold. Be daring. Let the heavens open and let joy begin. Doesn't have to be so serious, right? I find this interesting in this part of the reading, but it does say that the native spirit wants you to know that travel in great distances come with ease. The horse also carried their supplies, which additionally granted freedom to those ancient people. This card shows you to remind you that you aren't here to be ordinary, but to step beyond your limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Do not allow yourself to be trapped by convention or expectations of others. You have the ability to choose your life on your terms. Replace the phrase, I should, with I could, but I choose not to at this time. Perhaps you aren't always free to create the exact circumstance of your life, but you're certainly able to decide what meaning to give to those situations. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to break free. Really, 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 really so right on with this reading. So I wish you a great month, Scorpio. You guys take care. I'll see you in the month of September. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.